series of swerves, so you gotta start to stack up your chips for those eventual heights and falls. Notice I said falls like 3 or 12. Let's delve into the basis of things that we face on the pace with economic, social plights. We're in a dog fight, living in a mind cage. I fight for life, that's right. It's not easy climbing ladders of adulthood within a country that's in a dull mood. You can die without food or through the wrong clue. True Jackson, this not the Disney scene, shit's me. We cry for those who fat cat while we scream and make a scene. So we go ahead and create a super team to gain a win off the back of sin. Walk a mile in a moccasin, so they can't bully moccasin until you can like children. But I can't have that unwanted subscription. I only subscribe to get dreams off aspirations. For those I say,
I can go anywhere. For I can be anything. I can go anywhere. For I can be anything.
before the continue, insert coin. Back to split, legging hits to the groin. Living Mortal Kombat versus Shao Kahn. Resemble dad and mom just to face my fear. I had not to care to conquer life. Needed balls, bollocks, cojones to embrace aloneness. Hearing your life's less made my decisions lifeless, but I digress. You 90s rulers of life a mess by your behest. We do all what you say for a quest. Intention the best creates intended tension. Thinking there's secrets in the Snowden. Mad after facts out and about, so we spout hate to what we create. An endless cycle, the fate we articulate, capitulate. Forward checkmate on a checkerboard, rise on a ripcord. To see pots, pans, looking up for fellow follow fans who sing praise and worship under awe. But we can't have that unwanted subscription. We only subscribe to accomplish aspirations for those we say.
I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything.
Enough with heated one-side debates, which deflate senses of sanity like watching Hannity. He is I and I is him. A Jay-Z hymn, sim, pot of neck, heck lyrics, release the soul, let it go, 88. But I'm far from a broke state of mind where money's based on time. I'm based on 40, kill yourself for 5 fat 40s, let me get together. Let's go, positive, charge atom, good rewards, not only hang on keys or outside threes. Surround sound defense, accomplish all you wish in a day where maybe a 15 gets you on one spot on top, but that's a fractional possibility. You feeling me? It's not easy being in a circle, feeling square as I try angles to start in the game. But I had to stay sane, almost took myself out the game for infamous fame, but she saved me so I didn't have to subscribe to that unwanted subscription. This is our time and hope the new world rulers band up and say,
I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything.
I pray for my black people. I'm not praying for Ukraine. I ain't praying for Russia. I ain't praying for y'all who are having a spat. I got to look after my people. This is Kid Gravity. It's B1 over everyone. If you need that translated, then you're not going to understand. Tonight, folks, this may be the Civil War is here type of show. It might be one of those. Well, depends. It'll depend how I feel. It's been a long week with work and with what's going on out here With Biden and them, I might have a lot of roasting to do tonight. A whole lot of roasting. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm upset. I'm not upset at this conflict. I warned about this 2 years ago, folks. If y'all voted for this man and his chameleon with a K, I warned y'all. I told you Susan Rice was put in his cabinet, his close people. She is a warmonger. She told Obama to go see Kim Jong-un, test his temperature. Now she's egging him on to go see Putin, which doesn't end well for us because he's a nuclear power. And besides him being a nuclear power, he lauds over the worst nuclear disaster in this world's history. And all he needs is 2 idiot soldiers. All he would need are 2 idiot soldiers and 20 pounds of C4 to blow open a hole in that steel sarcophagus around Chernobyl, and Europe is finished within a matter of weeks. United States within 30 days to a month or two. 30 days, a month, or 2 months. Depends on how you want to play the climate control and the climate change game. But now there's news that the two leaders of those countries, Putin and Zelensky, are going to say, yo, come in, man. Let's put our backs to the bricks and let's get to chopping this fable. Ironically, this is happening. Well, this is supposed to happen tomorrow. But ironically, this is supposed to happen less than 24 hours before Biden addresses this nation, where I predict that he will invoke war powers to go see Putin. Because let's just say, for the sake of argument, they hammer out their differences. The fact that it was Biden who sat out there and had nothing to do with this except to antagonize this, and he didn't get to end it, nah, he's going to be pissed. So he's going to go want to see that man, and it's not going to end well for all of us, because I think there's a draft coming. He kicked out so many military personnel. Yeah, I don't see this ending well, folks. I don't. And if it doesn't end well, we're done. Because black folks are going to be the first person they take out, especially you single black women who said y'all strong and independent and y'all don't need no man. It's funny how y'all got real quiet when the looming threat of World War III started to creep up. Y'all got real quiet. Shout out to Jason Black for that. The Black Authority. Shout out to Torian Rain Reloaded. G-Boo 2876. Nicole's View. Taisha Essex. I'm doing shout outs because I'm black. Shout out to A to Z TV. Divine Stargate 1 on Instagram. Those, before I said Divine, were YouTubers. Check them out. They all do great work. Black Alpha Network. He be talking. We might be doing a stream this week, folks. So look out for that. And y'all on the audio portion, look out for that coming next week. It's going to be hilarious. But let's get into it, folks. Y'all see the title. The Week in an Hour. Hashtag Ukraine, hashtag Russia, hashtag Biden. Did that to get the algorithm started. I told y'all at the beginning of this show, folks, be one over everyone. I'm not praying for Ukraine. I'm not praying for Russia. I'm praying for my black people. I had a discussion at work. I told him if Biden invokes war powers, 18 to 42 is his maximum if he does a draft. Everybody told me they're not going. And they miss Trump. I told y'all, do not vote for Biden. But y'all wanted to play. Black folks wanted to be the smartest people in the room. We wanted to be the ones who told everybody that it was going to be us that took out Trump. It was our vote. Our vote that was going to unite the nation, because we're going to install the government that is going to unite the nation. And you Negroes look hella dumb right now. So dumb. And why do you look dumb? Because when this is over, folks, and the news gets to prop up and blame who they want, we're going to be the first targets. Because if you've been paying attention for the last 8 months, Biden is not in favor of the media. Because the moves that he's making are proving Donald Trump right. That's right, I said it. He's proving Donald Trump right. He is proving the fact that he is an incompetent leader. He is proving that the media wanted this man in there because they can control him. And he proved that Vladimir Putin, even though he somehow praised him this week, even though he was trolling, but most people don't get that, because he was looking at it as a business sense, because now he is going to talk to the Ukrainian president. But he also proved that Biden is not a keeper and a staunch advocate for peaceful foreign policy. He wants to outdo his boy Obama. But that's y'all's man. I need y'all who ran outside November 7, 2020, when they got certified, cha-cha sliding on K Street in D.C., I need y'all to go outside and do it again. Tuesday night. If he invokes war powers, I need y'all to go do that for me. I need this. It'll be a beautiful thing. I won't even knock y'all no more. If y'all go outside and do that for me. But if you think I'm going to go fight this man's war, you're crazy. And if I do go, because I somehow can't get out of it, I will become the spook that sat by the door. You will teach me all your secrets, and I will use it to liberate my people. Because if you think you're going to put me in a uniform and turn me into a coon, I got an answer for you on that.
My culture.
It's not my culture. Not happening. Not today, not no day. I was already a coon before in my younger days. I ain't reverting back. No. I like being B1. 10 years strong in the game. I still got a long way to go. But enough about going after Biden. I'm fixing to roast him later, but let's continue with the news. So, of course, they all went to war, and Putin's throwing his sword around. Zelensky's saying, I ain't moving, so he's the shield. All the white conservatives loving this man. All the black conservatives are loving this man. We got a whole bunch of people putting blue and yellow in their profile pictures. My profile pictures ain't moved because I'm not saying I stand with Ukraine. No. The last time I said I stand with a country, I said I stand with Taiwan because I understand the ramifications of us letting Taiwan fall, which means we're going to war. Not happening. I learned my lesson. I'm never doing that again. But let's continue, folks. All over social media, folks. And TMZ, once they get into the fray, they are the arbiter. They are the legends. They are the monolith. Once they report on it, it's got to be true. So, let's begin by sharing screens, folks, because this is what I do. I don't play with this. I have my research set up. So we're going to show the screen, folks. I'm showing the screen. Folks, let's blow this up a little bit more so you could see this. Yeah, wait, no. There we go. Yeah, let's get it sexy. Okay, folks. This is the tweet that TMZ sent out about, I want to say now 6 hours ago. I saw this about an hour ago. So, all right, roughly about 8 hours ago. Multiple videos have surfaced online that appear to show Africans in Ukraine being denied access to trains fleeing the besieged country, sparking a conversation about racism even in a time of war and crisis. Oops. Now, mind you, these are African nations. I saw Nigeria represented, I saw Kenya represented, I saw Ghana represented. So much so that the Nigerian president came outside and said, "This is not cool. We have the story, folks. I'm not playing when I play out here. I don't play games. I keep it moving. I keep it succinct. I warned y'all about this. You've had other black folks warn you about this. They don't love you. I told y'all this, my exact words. They're going to show you how much they love you after the election. I told y'all this." But of course, again, black folks think that they're the smartest in the room. Not all the time. So here we are, Sahara reporters. Breaking. Buhari laments ill treatment of Nigerians and other Africans in Ukraine, alleges racism. The majority of Nigerian citizens in the country today are university-enrolled students. Folk, they told you straight up and down last week before this popped off, y'all might want to leave. Okay, y'all, we're making plans and y'all finally left. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. But now, folk, we saw the videos. They went viral. And I swear to God, if I did not see a bunch of African people being told, you are not fixing to get on this area because why? You are black. We need to let the children, the women, and then the men get on. But we're doing this for the Ukrainians. They got to go first. Then you can come on. But then when you come on, as soon as you get comfortable in your seat, you take your dumb ass to the back of the train. And even if you don't even get that far, when you get up to the gate and you're trying to get on the train, even though we still have seats, and y'all are trying to get on and trying to negotiate, we're going to let that train go. Yes, folks. This is what happened between yesterday and today. Now Poland and Hungary said, okay, you guys can come in. But it took videos like that and reports like that to get people to move. But these are the same folk who tell black Americans they're begging for reparations. They're lazy. They are akata. Well, all y'all over there, how does it feel to be looked at as an akata now? Or the word, which I'm not going to say on here because, of course, YouTube will get mad at me. The N-word. How does it feel to be treated as such? Not a very good feeling now, is it? All those contributions that you make and people still belittle you. Doesn't feel good now, does it? Don't worry, folks. I'm getting to a story. I'm getting to the meat. Well, one of the meats one of the meaty sections of this broadcast tonight, because I'm getting upset. I'm upset, folks, because I spent the better part of 6 weeks watching African folk, particularly from Nigeria, ever since that Secure the Tribe Twitter space popped up and Nigerians exposing themselves, thinking that white people were going to come and back them up. And when it didn't happen, they were left to fend for themselves. And now they're out here looking crazy. They got black Americans getting at them. They got some Caribbean people like myself getting at them. They got South Africans getting at them. And they ain't got nowhere to run. And when you let them talk, they sound retarded. I told you I'm upset tonight, folks. I'm going to show you why. Well, this didn't get me upset, but this is just a microcosm of what I'm talking about right now. I'm fixing to share this screen again. Y'all on the audio, I'm going to read it for you. Now, backstory. I got into a debate with somebody who was sitting there talking about how Donald Trump did nothing for black people over here. And he was telling me stuff that Obama did that Trump didn't do, yet you can go look up Trump's record with black people. And even though it's not the most sterling example that you've ever seen, you cannot deny he didn't do things for us or attempt to do it. And we got into the discussion about the platinum plan. He said it was a pipe dream, of course, because he can't benefit from it. But, you know, we understand people like this are going to say things like that. When something doesn't benefit them, it's not going to benefit them. So then we got into opportunity zones, which we all know, if you do the research, was supposed to start working its way through the system in 2020. And we all know what happened in 2020. But it became problematic, folks, when he said this line. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't really zoom it in. Let me see if maybe I can isolate it. Let's see. Not really. That didn't work. That's too small. All right, that's the best he can do. Yeah, that's the best I can do. I'll just read it for you. This is the line that pissed me off. I hate black Americans because y'all are foolish to think Tom Cotton, Matt Gaetz, and Marjorie Taylor Greene are going to sign off on reparations for you. Okay. See, now this, again, was after 2 hours of me getting at him and hitting him with logic. But, yeah. Let's see. We got a comment. Let me go to the chat. Good evening to all. Putin just said he had a nuclear torpedo. Well, I'm sure he does. Russia is a nuclear power. I'm sure they do. They have nuclear torpedoes, nuclear missiles, and they have a nuclear time bomb sitting in Ukraine. That could cause a tsunami. Yes. Bush proved this for us. He had an underground nuke test that caused a tsunami. Allegedly, that's what happened in Indonesia, but we're not going to talk about that tonight because it's not about them. This is about this dumbass white war that's going on right now, that people are trying to show how big and tough they are, and they're trying to rope us, black people, into it, which I'm not falling for. Be one over everyone. I don't care who gets mad. You never heard of that conspiracy theory? Yeah, it's online. You can go look this up. Just like the conspiracy theory that Bush had an earthquake machine that caused the, well, we're not going to go there. Not tonight. Not tonight. You know what, for y'all, you know what I'll do next week, folks? We will do another conspiracy theory show, but I'm not going to leave it on, I'm not going to do it on YouTube. I'm probably going to do that on Locals or Rumble. I can't do it here because YouTube will shut us down real quick. I had gotten an email from them saying that they put my video on private that I did with Rose, and we were talking about 9/11, and I appealed it, and they put it back. So yeah, we'll do that another place. Can't do it here. Yes, they are two N-word countries, and not the N-word that refers to black people. But it's all good, baby. It's all good. But back to these Nigerians. I'm mad. I push Pan-Africanism. I like that. Because I think we can all benefit from each other, different cultures, we come with different ideas, boom, we can get something going. I've always done that. Always advocated for that. But now not so much, unless you're really certified and you really want to get this working and not just benefit off the work. Because I'm still on that Pan-African wave, but like I've been talking with other people, it's got to be a serious vetting period. So right now, Pan-Africanism is paused right now. All these people out here gotta act right. They gotta act right. I'm tired of seeing my people get owned out here, and then everybody wants to love us, and then the second we're like, you know what? That right there ain't got nothing to do with us. I'm finna sit over here and sit down. Now we're wrong. Now we're the one that's wrong. Yeah, no, I ain't with that, man. I'm sorry. I'm not with that. It's not fair. We're trying to we got loved on last year because 2 years ago we got loved on because of the two of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. We got loved on. Now it's back to the status quo. Y'all should have just left it where it was. But then y'all expect us to come back out here and save y'all. Sky Miles said they're not even letting the Africans leave Ukraine. Now, I talked about that earlier. They started to let them into Poland and Hungary right now. Because the world saw the videos of Africans being denied going on these trains and crossing the border. And you know you can't do that right now. Can't play the racism game right now because that's going to look bad for you. But these atrocities in Ukraine have been happening for decades. There was a viral video, again, you could look it up on Twitter, Asian dude sitting there talking stuff about black Ukrainians and the Africans. Yeah, I ain't with that, man. Be one over everyone. I ain't got that kind of time. I have less F's than I did with what they were doing over in what do you call it? England, when they were sitting there discriminating against the African migrants coming over there, them, Italy, and I think Germany. Nah, I got less F's. I'm good on that. And if y'all want to unsubscribe to me because I'm not putting no blue and yellow in my thing, or I'm not putting up some video talking about, oh, I'm standing with Ukraine, like them buck dancing idiots over there at the Congressional Black Couscous. Nah, not here. That tweet that they put out on on Twitter, they got ratioed to hell, and I'm glad they did, and I'm glad people went after them. Even people that were riding with them, like, yo, this is not a good look, sir and ma'am. Y'all would stand with a country that's not with us, never advocated for us, not a day in their lives, but you had enough nuts to go on your Twitter and put that up, and you can't stand with your own people. Nah. This is why, starting in March, I'm going full throttle to expose every member of the Black Caucus that is up in November. I'm going to expose them. I'm going to make them toxic by the time November midterms come around. People are not going to vote for them. I promise you. And I'm going to work with other black YouTubers from the new black media, and we're going to make sure And people like Ilhan Omar, gone. Maxine Waters, gone. Ayanna Pressley, gone. Butterfield's already leaving. Val Demings, gone. Cori Bush, gone. All of them are gone. Warnock is up, baby. He only had one. He only had one term. He has to try to, because he took over for, I think, John Lewis. He's up this year. He's gone. I'm gonna make sure. They're all gonna block me on Twitter. And if I make enough noise, we know that they're shills like Angela Rye and Roland Martin. They may say something to me. Which by then I might have to do an ether, but we'll see how that goes. But enough about these two white people having a pissing match with each other. Let's talk about Ketanji Brown Jackson. Hi, KBJ. Kind of sounds like KGB, don't it? But we're not going to go there. Not today, not no day. Folk, everybody here is a quasi-political analyst. Are we not? If you play in that realm. For two factions that hate each other so much, the Democrats and the GOP, it's not lost on me that they're not going to always agree on things. Unless it's a call to screw black people over. Then they'll agree. But when I see the GOP and the Democrats agreeing on a Supreme Court nominee, my attention goes up. So this is Ketanji Brown Jackson. When you have Mitch McConnell putting you over as a liberal, you kind of pump your brakes a little bit. You got to say, why are you putting her over? Now, for those who don't know, those that don't really delve deep into things like this, she's a 51-year-old federal judge who is being tapped by Biden to be his nominee for the seat that Stephen Breyer is giving up when he retires this year. So, as such, we here at Beyond Borders Media, we did our research. We combed through the internet. We tried to find things about this woman. Everybody was putting her over. Biden was tripping over himself. Damn it, Ukraine. Damn it, Russia. He has to make sure I have to have a black woman on the Supreme Court. Not a black person, because, of course, they don't consider Clarence Thomas a black person. They consider him a boy. But that's another subject for another day. We have to say we need a black woman on the Supreme Court because this is America. America. I didn't realize black women represent America, but okay. That's your interpretation of it. So we did our research here at Beyond Borders Media. I didn't like what I found, folks. And especially, of course, the divestment community showed their ass. They said, we are hating on this woman because she's a black woman, number one. But number two, she has a white husband. Okay, that's fine. Whoever she lets pipe, whatever. I could care less at this point. The divest are going to divest, whatever. That's not why I was mad. Or I shouldn't say I was mad. This is why I wasn't. This is why I was concerned. I was concerned because upon my research, folks, and I found this out on Twitter and I went to go verify it. Something problematic she's done, or she ruled on, denied black people a settlement because she said, in her words, that the way they had it set up, it was going to benefit some and not benefit others. So 5,500 Lockheed Martin employees filed a federal discrimination suit against that company because they would not promote black people into positions and low wages. Had the proof and everything. They won the case, folks. She gets the case in front of her. She denies them the settlement because she said that some of the common factual questions were not asked, and also that she saw that the settlement would benefit some and not everybody. Folk, I think those 5,500 Lockheed Martin employees would have gladly taken $30,000 plus, because the lawyer got to get there 33 and a third. I think they would have rather taken that and hoped that they change their ways, so the next 5,500 can at least have a fighting chance to move up in that company. I think that was the end goal. She didn't see it that way, folks. She told those black people down in Alabama, nah, y'all don't need that money. So Lockheed Martin got an L, but they get to keep their $22 million. That's problematic for me, folks. Because descendants of American slavery and those that have lineage in this country are fighting tooth and nail every day for reparations, because they feel as though that's going to make them whole. And if Biden puts this woman on here, how do I know that if that subject matter shows up to the Supreme Court where they have to rule? Because we know the legislative and the executive branches are going to want to deny this because they don't want to pay. And it ends up in the judicial side. How do I know this woman's not going to say no? If she's willing to screw over 5,500 people with $22 million on the line. Which is chump change to Lockheed Martin, by the way. They make airplanes and engines and stuff. $22 million is probably their monthly operating budget. How do I know when reparations comes up, she's not going to say no? That's problematic. Let's not even factor in that she's taken over the seat of a person she clerked under, which is what I call interdependent nepotism. Let's not forget the fact that she is related by marriage to a sitting senator. Nepotism. Let's not even factor in that she asked Obama to pardon one of her people who had a federal drug case, even though they claimed she had no influence over it. Because they said when she sent the letter out, that was the end of her involvement. She was the best groomed candidate, folks. That's problematic for us. They won't Go look at Olu Stevens. They won't go look at another black woman who, hell, here's my pick. Pick a black woman if you're going to do it. Pick someone that's independent. Has no political affiliation, no socio-political affiliation. She's she's the cut down the middle. What's wrong with that? But you can't. But you need to have controlled opposition. That's what it is, folks. So Biden's sitting here kissing her ass. McConnell, which was weird as hell, he's kissing her ass. 3 other Republicans are kissing her ass. Yeah, red flag. This chick ain't what, she ain't with us. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, they say she's a liberal. So, okay. Black women, what if she says that she's going to uphold a ban on abortion? What y'all going to do then? Because that's what y'all out there fighting with them white feminists for. The right to kill kids. What if she says, nah, let's keep Roe v. Wade where it's at? No, I tell a lie. What if she says, I want to revoke Roe v. Wade? Then what? Y'all mad? And then y'all gonna ask us, black men, the B1s, and the black women who are B1, to come outside and fight for you. You know what we finna tell y'all?
My culture.
You're not with us. So y'all can stay over there. Which segues me now to them damn divestors. Oh, you divestors. Everything's gonna be all white. People went in on that over race. Now we have another docuseries by Tina Knowles, Beyonce Mama, called Profile of the Black Man. I plan to do a full review on it once I actually sit down and try to find a free version of it, because I am not going to pay Discovery Plus unless I take it from my wife. But we'll see how that goes. But we both are interested in this. We're going to do a full review on this. We're going to watch all 4 episodes, and I'm going to do a review on this. But the divestors showed their ass, folks. They showed the hate they have for black men. They went in that comment thread, folks. I did a video on it. It's on the channel. They went in, folks. They cussed us every name in the book except Jesus. So much so they put out a petition, folks. Now, mind you, they put out a petition a month after the trailer dropped and the first 2 episodes aired. They put out this petition to get the show stopped. A 4-part docuseries, they wanted it stopped. Because they're saying that it makes black men look benevolent. It makes us look different in society's eyes, because of course nobody wants to tell our story, because we're the ones that will knock people's heads over. We're the ones who will catch people in a park and do R to them. We're the ones who shoot, rob, and steal. We're the ones beating up black women. Every other thing you want to say that we do, we probably done it. Even though Brother Torian Rain did an excellent video yesterday outlining the top 10 ways of death for black women, and not one of us black men were on that list. Or if we were, I think we were at the bottom. But let black women tell it. A black woman's killed every 5 minutes. They ran with that dumb stat. But yeah, folks, the divestors showed their ass. And I said on his video, I think it's time to cut that boat loose. I said that in my video too. It's time to cut that boat loose. They do nothing for us except sow more dysfunction. The divestment community, I don't care who gets offended by this. They don't know how to read the room, folks. I'm speaking to every single one of y'all that ever called one of us a bullet bag. I'm talking to all you guardrails. And for those who don't know what a guardrail is, that is a term I coined that says whoever's driving the car, you're still going to hit the wall. I'm talking to the entire divestment community, all the way up to your self-appointed queens with a K. You would think that the divestment community, which I already told them about themselves with that Lawrence Smith Fields incident and the chick down in Pennsylvania who got killed by their non-black boyfriends and dates. Y'all didn't even go outside and go check that Bridgeport Police Department for not figuring out what the hell happened. But you found a way to blame black men for those two women dying. And I even saw a couple divestors say those two former Miss Alabama and the other chick who ended up dying somehow were our fault. Fine, you can have that opinion. But this is what I say back to y'all as a rebuttal. You would think y'all would have been quiet after a teleteff, after, what's that chick's name? That Taylor chick who was with Chad Wheeler got whooped on to the point she nearly died. They arrested him. She went on TV and told her story. You would have thought y'all should have been quiet after that. Because she basically showed the dark side of being in a relationship like that. Y'all were hella silent when that happened. Y'all didn't say, sis, keep your head up. He ain't the right one. He ain't the right white man you need to be with. Not now one of that. Y'all didn't even want to report on that story. Which is why another reason why we don't respect y'all. Because you're not consistent. You don't know how to read the room. So y'all let that fly past you, but you decided to say something about this docuseries. And by the way, call Tina Knowles a pick-me and a mammy, which is the wrong term for that anyway, but, you know, let the divestors show their American Heritage Dictionary expertise, which is grade level at best. My 2-year-old can understand that mammy is not the correct term in that instance. You might as well just state it pick me. But this is what y'all do to people who want to look at black men and say, okay, you know what? Let's just say for the sake of argument, they are not as bad as people make them out to be. Oh no, y'all ran in that comment section, putting up all type of stats, all type of this, that, and the third. Taking shots at everybody that was in the documentary. Thumbs downing the damn trailer video. But that's y'all. The divestment community. That's y'all. The right hand of white supremacy. That's y'all. Bless your fragile little hearts. Pretty soon y'all gonna get y'all's wake up call. Don't worry. I ain't even gonna tell y'all what the wake up call is because I know what it is. I ain't finna tell y'all that. I'm gonna wait till it happens. And when it does happen, y'all just gonna see like a 7-second video of just me going like this. Just like that. That's all you're going to see. And that'll let you know this is what I was talking about. Because it's coming. It's actually happening right now, but it's covert. Because that particular thing is moving in silence. But their silence is making noise. Y'all don't listen. Black people, we're hard-headed. We don't listen. You have all these pages around here telling y'all, wake up. Stop faking this pro-black and realize who the hell you are. Realize that you are not welcome everywhere. You got idiots dancing online thinking that that's going to soothe a people that don't like us. I never understood that. Y'all are trying to finish forcing integration on people that don't want to be integrated with. And then the people that are trying to tell you this, you tell them we're crazy. Like, are you serious? You're seeing what's happening overseas. You see what happens here, and you still ignore it. Your cognitive dissonance is crazy. And then you got the nerve to be arguing with people online. You don't know. You're basically arguing with an unloaded gun against someone that has a knife. You're not going to win that. But y'all don't care. Because black people, again, have got to be the smartest people in the room. We got to be the ones that everybody looks to. We got to be the ones that everybody got to shut up and listen to. And look what happened. September, Haitians got whipped. Years ago, Jamaicans got stopped at the Canadian border. Now we're watching Africans being denied an avenue to get home in a time of war. But y'all swear up and down they love you. After I told you, they're not going to love you until you're dead. They will never love us. It's not in their best interest. But again, you know how that is. We got to be the smartest people in the room. I'm tired of telling you all this. The only person you can rely on is yourself and those that share your values. The conservatives are loving Putin right now for some god-awful reason. They're putting Trump over. The liberals are riding with Biden. They're claiming that he's the toughest leader Putin's ever faced, which I don't even know how you figure that one out. When that man clearly has the internet and saw an entire stadium, over 100,000 people chanting, "Let's go Brandon, F Joe Biden," on TV. But he's supposed to be afraid of him. He probably laughs when you say Biden. Ukrainians, okay, he shivers a little bit because they've been kicking his ass. Not so much so. Now he looked like a punk, which is why he said he got these nuclear weapons. He ain't afraid to use it. He looked like a punk now.
this is like the 300. He went to go mess with the small army. He did not expect the small army to give him a kick in the butt. But we'll see how this summit goes. But in closing, I'll say this, folks. I've always said on my broadcasts from time to time, for black people to get where we need to be, we have to separate. Now, people said I was being hyperbolic when I said that. People said I was going too far when I said that. So I dialed it back a little bit, folk. I still say we need to separate, but it has to be a soft separation and a reset. We have to vet people, and we gotta say, okay, this is my group that I gotta rebuild with. There's plenty of great brothers and sisters out there that are busting their ass out here trying to make life better for us, including myself. I've run down some names before. I'll give you a couple more. King Randall, Coach Felicia Killen, Tariq to a lesser extent, Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, Vicky Dillard. People that I've met on Twitter. We're trying, folks. We understand what's coming. And we need to make sure our infrastructure is in place so we can weather that storm. But I say we need a soft separation. This has arguably been the worst Black History Month I've ever seen. I talked about what happened with these Nigerians in Ukraine. Biden just bombed Somalia like the other three presidents did. Don't know why. There's still Africans being trafficked in Libya right now. Nobody's stopping it. Well, I can't even talk about that here because YouTube will shut me down instantly. But just keeping it on Black History Month. We watched the Dominican Republic president say he's finally building his wall around the border of Haiti and Dominican Republic. The Nigerians exposed themselves. Now they're warring with the South Africans. That idiot UFC champ ran out and said Joe Rogan ain't no racist. India Ari showed herself out, said Joe Rogan ain't no racist because they said they're not pulling her music. And her label probably told her to go sit down. That idiot Brandon Tatum ran outside and said that slavery happened in the blink of an eye in this country's history. Winsome Sears, Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, basically won an open Black History Month for everybody. I saw Black conservatives, which, you know what, I've been avoiding that video, but I might have to do it. That Amala chick from PragerU, I like what she was saying, but then, you know what, I get why people call her Candace Owens Light. Because she was another one who parroted that Black History should end. Black History Month should end. Her and that idiot congressional candidate up in Michigan echoed the same thing. I keep telling y'all, man, these Black conservatives, man, I told y'all I advocated for them, but I get why people don't respect them. I get it. Because they're trying to kiss white ass so much that it alienates everybody else. I might have to get her. I'm still deciding if I should get her on that. If I don't do the video tomorrow or tonight, then she's off the hook. But that video never sat right with me when I saw that. But for black people to get anywhere, we have a lot of cancerous cells we gotta clean. We're gonna have to do a lot of internal chemotherapy, a lot of red, black, and green chemotherapy. Because a lot of these buck dancers are getting our message convoluted because they're thinking about the benefit before the work. There's no reason why King Randall should not have been on any platform that is not conservative. Outside of CNN, I actually respect them for actually bringing him on, but I think it was because he was hot at the time. Not to say that he's not hot right now with his schools coming up, but they saw him online getting a lot of traction. They said, okay, since Fox done had him on and other people have had him on, let's get him on, get a couple 100,000 views, a couple extra dollars in our pocket. But the fact that the old dead black media never, outside of Roland, who got roasted to hell by his own people for doing what he did with that young man, nobody else went and talked to that man. But of course, when black men and black women do something positive, they spotlight the black women, but they minusculely give us a couple crumbs because they want that separation from us. And I'm here to tell y'all, folks, that separation is not going to be the way you think. The more you separate us, the more we are being parted, the more we know who are with us and who are against us. So all you're doing is just helping us weed through the BS, weed through the idiots we gotta weed through. And then when we see the ones that are like us, dap them up. We get to work. We get on code. Now everybody's all upset at us because we're on code publicly. And being on code publicly scares them. Because how did J. Edgar Hoover say it? The most dangerous person in America is the educated Negro. Or a Negro. What? Let me not misquote that white supremacist before I go. Let me not misquote it. Let me see. The most dangerous. What did he say? Well, he called Dr. Martin Luther King the most dangerous Negro in America. No, but he said, yeah. He basically said, and something about educated or us being on code, we're the most dangerous Negroes in America because we can't be controlled. We're only led by our conviction that we deserve what we deserve and we are going to take it by force. And that's what you're seeing in Ukraine. They want to be left alone, so they're going to take their freedom by force. Putin wants Ukraine so he can rebuild the USSR. He's going to take it by force. Biden and McConnell want this chick in SCOTUS, so they're going to ram her through by force. And God willing, I'm going to make this channel, this platform, and everything Kid Gravity related amazing by sheer force of will. See what I did there? But anyway, let me get up out of here. I want to thank y'all for listening. I know it's been a little erratic with the live streams and the uploads on the podcast, but you know, chef life. It's been a little crazy. Hopefully it'll calm down for March. I can be a little bit more consistent again. And then, you know, we'll see how the platform operates. I do want to thank everyone that has subscribed over the last 28 days. It's steadily climbing from where it was a year ago, so I'm thankful for that. Getting the content out there more, getting more eyes on it. I'm not open to just say put the video out and not look at the comments. I interact with everybody on there, so if there's something you want me to improve, let me know. I'll do it. I'll test it out. I want to get better so I can get to those thresholds, so I can be seen more and have more engagement, so we can, you know, build a community around here. So yeah, let me get up out of here. But like I said, later on this week, I will be doing a double stream with the Black Alpha Network. We're going to talk about probably these subjects and whatever else happens within the next 5 days or 3 days, whenever we meet up. Because like I said, this has been one hell of a Black History Month. But let me get up out of here. All y'all, take care, stay safe. And also, I don't have to say that line anymore, because according to the CDC, in a couple of weeks, we ain't got to wear those, how Taisha has to call them, face panties anymore. Strange world we live in. But yeah, folks, just remember, be one over everyone. I'm out.